In the enlightening path illuminated by Neville Goddard, we are encouraged to re-envision our interaction with our historical experiences to nurture a future laden with abundance. The core of our discussion today revolves around the transformative capability to reframe past events to pave the way for a more radiant future. This transformation is achieved through the power of visualization, where we picture ourselves in more favorable circumstances or construct imaginary correspondences that narrate events not as they occurred, but as we wish they had. It's crucial to understand that our imagination shapes our reality. Triumphs can be re-envisioned, and the domain of dreams carries as much weight as the tangible world, allowing us to use memory as an instrument for creation and change. By selectively remembering events as we prefer, we have the power to completely alter our reality over time. The narrative of the steward in Luke 16 verses 1 to 8 illustrates this concept of historical revision. We possess the ability to transform our environment by carefully modifying the sequence of events in our minds. Although this approach might spark ethical debates, as the scripture itself questions the morality of seeking praise through dishonest means, such alteration of the past modifies the present and, consequently, the future. This story is not merely a trivial exercise but imparts a significant teaching. Changing our perception of the past alters the energy we project into the future, thus altering our fate. Our present and future are built on the energy emanating from our past. If this energy is negative, our present and future situations will mirror this negativity. However, generating positive energy from the past doesn't necessitate its flawlessness. You can perfect it in the now, mirroring the steward's strategy by rewriting that past. This act should become a daily practice, even for events that just occurred. If the news reports a wildfire, reimagine that story. Envision a narrative that emphasizes a surge in efforts to preserve forests. This change in viewpoint modifies your emotional response, and by altering your emotions, you transform your reality. This was the method employed by Mrs. Flores. She contacted a real estate agent to sell a property that was a financial drain due to hefty taxes. The agent's initial feedback was negative, listing several obstacles, including a slow market. Florence received this disheartening news on a Tuesday. In her mind, she altered the agent's message, imagining a positive reply filled with eagerness to sell her property. She fully engaged in this reimagined scenario, taking on various roles: the author, the orchestrator, and the main character. As the orchestrator, she visualized setting the scene where the seller meets the buyer. As the main character, she saw a successful deal being closed in the real estate office, ending with a handshake and expressions of gratitude. And as the director, she rehearsed this scene until it became immediate and tangible. Astonishingly, 3 days later, the agent reported an interested buyer, and within 2 days, the sale was completed, unfolding precisely as she had envisioned. This shift from a reactive to a proactive approach to life underscores the efficacy of mental revision. Every evening, reflect on your day, vividly altering scenarios to solve problems, as demonstrated by Louise's story. After encountering the man of her dreams and experiencing separation, she visualized herself as a married woman, complete with a wedding ring. This nightly ritual led to their reunion and eventual marriage. The universe is ever-changing, and the influence of our past is not fixed. Both past and present impacts extend into our future due to the focus and imagination we apply to them. By modifying the present and past in our minds, we have the opportunity to shape the future. Roberto's role as a guarantor for a neglectful family exemplifies this. Through visualization, he altered his perception of the family, leading to a surprising outcome where they became conscientious tenants. Likewise, Mrs. Susie conquered years of back pain by revisiting and changing a childhood memory of a fall. Through the power of imaginative revision, she not only eliminated her physical discomfort but also showcased the significant influence of internal transformations on external realities. These stories highlight the extraordinary power of revising our past. By engaging in this practice, we harness the ability to reframe our experiences, align our energies with our aspirations, and create a future filled with the success and satisfaction we desire. Neville Goddard's pioneering strategy for redefining our life's narrative by revising past experiences opens a gateway to immense possibilities for self-development. This approach goes beyond mere memory modification. It represents a deep act of personal reinvention and a re-envisioning of our life's path. The story of the steward, depicted in Luke 16 verses 1-8, extends beyond its scriptural context to act as a powerful metaphor for the mind and imagination's role in redirecting our life's course. Revising our history is not just about changing our perception of past events. It's about altering the vibrational energy these memories emit, influencing our present and future selves. It recognizes that while the factual events of our past remain fixed, the emotional and psychological impacts they have do not. This ability to adjust the influence of our past enables us to liberate ourselves from the negative imprints of past experiences, setting the stage for a more luminous future. Taking Florence's successful application of this technique as a starting point, let's delve into more hypothetical examples to illustrate the power of the revision method. Imagine someone who has faced professional obstacles. Through revision, this person can reframe these challenges not as defeats but as essential lessons that prepare them for future success. This perspective shift not only reinterprets past events but also infuses future pursuits with optimism and resilience. Consider another example of someone dealing with significant emotional loss. Through revision, this experience can be seen not as an end but as an opening to new beginnings and self-discovery, leading to paths of unexpected happiness. This process of internal transformation can provide profound healing and liberation. It's important to note that the practice of revision does not involve denying or dismissing our past struggles. Rather, it's about reinterpreting our experiences, acknowledging them while choosing to see them in a light that strengthens and prepares us for a brighter future. Combining the practice of gratitude with revision, as recommended by Goddard, further enriches this process. Reviewing our day through a gratitude lens allows us to not only recast events in a more positive light but also to recognize the lessons and opportunities they bring. This combination of revision and gratitude can significantly improve our emotional and psychological well-being, attracting more positive experiences into our lives. At its core, the revision technique is a powerful tool for personal change. It teaches us that although we cannot control past events, we have the power to dictate their meaning and impact on our lives. By reshaping our past, we do not just change how we view it, we open doors to a future filled with potential, success, and satisfaction. The stories of the steward, Florence, Louise, and Roberto demonstrate that through the power of imagination and a willingness to embrace change, we can rewrite our life stories, navigating our destiny towards desired outcomes. Therefore, the past continues to influence our present only because we permit it, by considering it as the basis of our current reality. If it must remain in the present, then let us transform or reinterpret it, ensuring its impact is more in line with our aspirations. The steward's question, "How much do you owe my master?" followed by the instruction to take your bill and write down 50, as mentioned in Luke 16 verses 5-6, invites us to creatively reframe our memories, thus steering our future path. This tale of the astute steward encourages us to bravely modify our memory of past events, to positively influence our future experiences.